we're going to talk about our friends at Manscape. You know, it's that time of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, because they're good friends of the show. You know,
Sure.
we always try to show them love. They show us love, and we can show everybody else love because they show us love. So I like when it's that love affair like that. I mean, you know, it's a happy place that we're in right now, man. But more importantly, with Manscaped, we know it's hot guy summertime. Okay, we're in July. It's July. So we know in hot guy summer, we got to be ready to perform. And the only way we can perform, Deke, we got to use the Performance Package 4.0. Not the 3.0 anymore, Deke. The 3.0 is old. We can't use 3.0. It's 4.0 time. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, you always got to make advancements in life, right?
I mean, isn't that what we're always trying to do, Deke?
Yeah.
And we got taco meat, Deke, too. So you can see, and it's nicely groomed, too. You can see you take care of it. That's Manscaped right there,
Got a lot of
compliments
over the 4th.
I want to compliment. It looks nice, man.
Thanks.
Shout out to you for that. But when you talk about the Performance Package 4.0, what comes in it, you might ask me? The Lawnmower 4.0, that new trim. We talked about it. Bad Mama Gemma. Light go on and off. You don't nick. It's perfect. Perfect for the delicate twins. Also, you got the Crop Reviver, the Ball Refresher. You always want to keep those things refreshed and revived. Can never be too sure about that. But also the Manscaped briefs and the cool travel bag, which I might add. The briefs are comfy.
Yeah.
And the travel bag is very convenient. I must say that.
Yeah. They hit it from every angle, honestly.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that at all. And with that being said, since they hit it from every angle, we're going to hit it from every angle. And what angle are we forgetting? Promo code, which is MOATS. Use promo code MOATS. Receive 20% off plus free shipping. Free shipping and 20% off? I mean, does it get better than that?
I don't think it does.
I mean, unless we were doing it just free, but we can't go free. I mean, nobody goes full free. You can't do that.
No, we live in an economy. We have businesses out here. Yeah.
We're supporting the market, though.
Yeah.
But promo code MOATS, 20% off, free shipping as well. It's that simple, lady. Manscaped.com. And trust me, your delicate twins will thank you. So, without further ado, bam. Let's get this thing started, baby. So, what were your initial thoughts, man, from that game anyways, though? Seeing the Suns close it. What was the final score of that? They won
by like 10 or something. 13.
It was 118-105.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, 118-105. All I remember is Jay Crowder messing up the perfect free throw record right at the end, man. They had hit like 20. It was like 25 of 25. Oh, first time in finals history where the team will shoot perfect from the free throw line. Jay Crowder hits the first one. And he dunks that second one. I was like, oh, get him out of here, man.
Yeah, ended up with 1 point, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
0 from the 3. And that's one of the reasons why I think some Suns fans are actually even more confident because you didn't really get a good performance from him. You're hoping that CP3 and Booker keep that up. Aiden, like those are your big three. As long as they're consistent, they just were better. They did what they had to do. Game 1 at home. They played better throughout the whole thing. They were up double digits for the most part. Milwaukee would get it within like 9, 8. I don't even think it was 8. I think it'd be like 9 or 10. It was always
9 to 10 when I saw it.
That was usually the closest, but then it'd go back to like 14, 15, 16, 17 points. That was basically the whole game. And a lot of people rip on Budenholzer for trying to make switches and stuff, but what everyone's talking about, because I don't pay attention to stuff when I'm watching and everything, but everyone's saying that he was doing every switch that he could and every adjustment that he could. But Chris Paul, these pick and rolls and different formations that the Suns were using just couldn't be stopped.
Yeah, man. The thing that I saw was that CP3, man, him and DeAndre Ayton being able to use that pick and roll, but use it in the middle of the floor where they have the space and to go right or left with it. I just felt like Milwaukee struggled so much trying to stop that. And then when you get Devin Booker playing as aggressive as he was, that's the Devin Booker that didn't show up in the Clippers series. That's the Devin Booker that was there in that Lakers series. So you could see if he's hitting like that and he's looking for a shot like that, how much more dynamic that offense becomes. Now, I still enjoy watching DeAndre Ayton play, even though you notice they don't ever really run plays for him. No. It's pick and roll, lob, or you just get the rebound off the glass. But he's
smooth though. Like he's got smooth skills, but he's the third guy. When you have CP3 and Booker, you're not going to be getting all the looks like that or things drawn up for you.
I love his touch, man. He has just a nice natural touch around the rim. And I just like the fact that he plays like a big. Like you get some of these bigs, like we talk about Brook Lopez, right? And he kind of has that identity crisis. He can be really good in the paint, but he understands in today's NBA, you need to be able to stretch the floor a little bit. And sometimes he gets too enamored with the three. We talked about Blake Griffin like that as well. But with DeAndre Ayton, he never allows himself to do that. You notice with him, he knows where he wants to be the whole time. And I think that that's another reason why his game has really been able to show, this type of productivity in the postseason.
Hot take.
Uh-oh.
I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Is second best center in the league, maybe?
Oh man, we not going
natural
there already,
center,
man. We can't.
You got Embiid one, but like who's two? A lot of people would talk about Towns. Is Davis a center? I don't know.
This the thing though. It's recency bias right now. We're talking about this in playoff matchups only, right? We're not having this conversation over a full regular season where you're not just getting favorable matchups in a series because of this guy got hurt and we're gonna face this team 4 times, and if we get him out of there before he comes back, well, I'm gonna look good. We're not gonna get into that part of it, but that does play a significant part when we're talking about number 1 center in the NBA and top 5s and stuff like that. Because in a series like this, right? For example, the Lakers series, could we legitimately say DeAndre Ayton was this monster if you didn't face the full healthy AD or full healthy LeBron? In that series, it worked out for you. But in a full season, you're not going to get that lucky. You're going to see those guys. That's going to change our perspective of how you look. The Clippers, you think you're going to face the Clippers every time without Kawhi Leonard and you're going to be able to play this type of game versus them? Like, nah, that's not going to happen every single time. But because of the series, he kind of gets fortunate with that. And it's not a knock on him, but when we're talking about comparing him to dudes who've done it throughout the regular season as well, that's where I'm just like, we got to slow it down just a little, just pump the brake a little bit.
I just don't think there's that many good centers in the league, though. That's my point.
Yeah.
Like, who else is there? I mean, do you consider Davis a center? Like, you'd put Davis over him, but outside of that.
I mean, but, well, okay, so this is my thing. Are you classifying DeAndre Ayton as a just legitimate a 5 and that's all you classify?
That's what I mean. He's probably the closest
because it's positionless basketball. That's my thing. I'm like, you can make the case that the Joker, right? He's just as much a center as he is a power forward, but because he shoots 3, we're not gonna put him in. That's what I'm saying.
Like a traditional 5.
Yeah,
traditional. Like Embiid's somewhat close to that.
He's not. Embiid's not a traditional 5. Embiid's game is no different than AD's game, except he hits more and he's more consistent.
But he'd be classified as a center.
But what's the difference between him as a center and AD as a power forward outside of just the number of the classification?
I think size.
Oh no, man! All them dudes like what? Or you okay? No, so like, Drummond's a true center then.
Yeah. Okay. But like Embiid, that's what I mean. Embiid's kind of like Drummond in terms of like the size and what they could bring down in the paint. But Embiid's just got a way better game. Yeah. He's way more talented all around.
Right, and he can stretch the floor a lot more. That's the thing that we haven't seen with Ayton. I think if Ayton stretches the floor and starts hitting jumpers, I don't think we sit here and classify him as just a center. But I think because we haven't seen him like step back and knock down mid ranges or threes, we don't view him as anything more than just a 5. But I don't think that makes, it's just weird, man.
It's tough. It's weird. So I just wanted to throw it out there. The winning helps. Because
it does. It helps a ton, man.
With Towns, I mean, he's amazing in the regular season stuff. Yeah. He puts all these stats. It's like, do you want him? Like, Ayton's proven that the spotlight's not too big for him right now. I mean, a large part of that is Chris Paul, but I don't know. He's at least stepping up. It's not like it's too big for him.
I like the fact, and Barilla92, first off, shout out to you, Barilla92. Says he's hanging with his dad, but wanted to drop in and show some love. We definitely appreciate that.
Is your dad listening?
I'm about to say, hope your dad's tuning in. Trina's still deep. I see you in here. She said the Suns look good. They absolutely did. You know, Frank K, big talking about his boy DeAndre Ayton as well. Wyatt Kirby says Suns in 4. Okay.
Dude, people think I'm disrespecting Jokic.
We calling the sweep? Oh, and Winners definitely said that Jokic, Embiid, and Cat are all better. Yeah, that's my thing. I'm just like, we're very quick to jump that recency bias, man. I mean, no, Devin White's another prime example, right? Think about Devin White. During the regular season, the first 10 games, he was good, but he was nowhere near how they talk about him right now. Right now, he's in conversations of, is he the best middle linebacker in the game right now? It was because of the playoff run, though. This is still a short sample size. Like, just give it a little bit more time. But
phrasing was off. I'd say traditional center.
Traditional center, I can see that.
He's got to be up there. I don't have all the names off the top of my head, but he's balling out right now.
Is he a true center just because he doesn't shoot threes, though? Because that's the question, right? Because the only difference between him and Embiid, they're both big. I mean, obviously Embiid is thicker, but Embiid just shoots threes.
But no matter what, I'd have Embiid above him. I wouldn't put Jokic in that category.
But why? I look at Jokic the same as Embiid, though.
Dude, I don't know, man. He's
like, what do you mean?
He's like positionless.
That's what LeBron is.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
I wouldn't say Embiid's positionless, though.
Embiid can bring the ball up. Embiid runs the offense. Embiid can shoot the three. Embiid can put his back against the backboard. I mean, back to the basket. He can pretty much do everything.
It's a lot more defined compared to Jokic and LeBron, though. Even Giannis.
Okay. Now, how do you classify Giannis then?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Is he a three? Is he a four?
I wouldn't consider him like that either. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's just positionless. I think Ayton, we know what he is right now.
Yeah.
In terms of like power forward, center, whatever it is. And I don't know, dude. The way he's balling out, I just think
he looks good though, man. He's hot right now.
Yeah,
I will say that.
The two right off the top of my head, I wouldn't necessarily consider over him, Embiid and Davis.
I'm trying. Let's see what the chat is saying, man. In terms of other big men, yeah, I just keep seeing them say Jokic, Embiid, and Cat. They like all three of them over Ayton right now, man.
I don't know. Get Towns out of here.
What? Towns does it for a full body of a season though. This is the only issue. Like when we talk about critiquing these type of like conversations, it's gonna sound as if we're like tearing DeAndre down, but these are legitimate variables. When you talk about what the Suns have been able to get in terms of matchups and the injuries that they've been able to play against, it's been very favorable, and that has helped DeAndre a ton. Whereas with these other guys that we brought up throughout regular seasons and in their postseason experiences, they haven't been as fortunate to get those type of breaks, and they still are able to put up those type of numbers though. Whereas with Ayton, I haven't seen him against a fully healthy squad just yet. I mean, even the Bucks, I mean, Giannis, it was cool to see him back out there, and I know he's saying he's healthy and stuff like that, but it's like, Giannis, bro, you still like, you might be 90-ish. You're not 100 though. If that was the case, you would have never missed the games last time.
He looked fine though.
He did.
Pretty decent. He played pretty well. No, I get your point though.
Yeah, that's my only thing with it, man. But I'm loving his game though, dude. Loving his game, man. I was a fan of his though, man. When it was coming out, man, I liked him. So yeah, and Juan Rangel, appreciate you as well. He says, "Stop the hate, Suns in 4." Dude, I'm digging this Suns in 4 energy. I just don't know.
Did you see that video?
I did not see it. No.
I'm trying to think back on it.
Man, this weekend was so crazy for me,
man.
No,
this is a while back. It was when the Suns were playing the Jazz, I think. Dude got booted from the arena.
Okay.
And he's yelling at people like Suns in 4, Suns. It's all on video.
It's not the one where no, I'm thinking about the one where the guys getting a fight, right?
It might have been a fight. I just remember him saying Suns in 4, and as he's getting booted out.
He was when he was kicking butt. He was knocking dudes out, and then he was like, "Yo, Suns in 4."
Yeah, that's like a rally cry right now for Phoenix.
I like it though, man, and it's cool for them though, man. It's a cool little vibe out there, man. Oh man.
So what do you think for this series going forward?
I don't think that this is a sweep. I do think that, man, it's tough after that first game, because obviously, in those first games with the Suns, obviously they had, they're coming in. It's home court for them, man, so they're feeling really confident about it. They're going to be amped up. And sometimes I just feel like, all right, first game is kind of hard to tell. This second one, though, I feel like it's going to be the real, like, barometer, the real way to see, okay, how's the series going to go? Because I just don't know. Like, I feel like the Bucks, I don't think that Phoenix can shoot that well again. You know what I mean? Like, they were dang near perfect from the free throw line. And I just don't think that they're going to do that again. I don't think that when you talk about Chris Paul hitting 30, Ayton hitting 20 plus, then Devin Booker hitting 20 plus. How many times have we seen that from them three at the same time? It's usually 2 of them, and that's it. And one of those guys are off. So if I'm Milwaukee, I'm not going to lose my mind because of that one game. I need to see that again. Now, if they do it again, all right, way different story. We got to adjust some things. But I just thought that they were able to hit some tough shots and finish, and the pick and rolls what really killed them. But ultimately, what I would probably say is you got to get that pick and roll. You can't let that action happen in the center of the floor. Whether you want to hedge it, whether you double off of it, you can't allow that to happen down the center, because the two-way go, Chris Paul is too good, whether he's going all the way to the cup, whether he's putting it up in the air for DeAndre, or if he's pulling up, he's just too dynamic right in that area for you to play defense on him like that.
Yeah, the thing that is in the Bucks' favor, in my opinion, is that, well, I don't know if it's in their favor or not, because you haven't really seen it too much from Drew Holiday. Mm-hmm. He just didn't play good. They need him to play better on both sides.
He's inconsistent, but he's always consistent on defense, typically. So that's the thing with him as well, man.
Well,
Booker, man, he had that energy for him, bro.
So here's the two things. The Bucks shot, I think they shot 50% from 3. You're expecting that not to stay the same. You're hoping that Giannis maybe starts averaging like 10 more points. He gets up to that 30 range.
Right.
Can Middleton, that's probably going to be a little bit less. But then you're hoping Drew Holiday goes up a little bit. Booker, there was some stat that I saw on TV after his game ones.
Yeah.
I think his points per game goes
They go
down like
down.
5 or 6.
Yeah, they do.
So could all that equal out to, like
Yeah.
you said, the series is not over?
That's what I'm thinking, man. I feel like this game too is going to be interesting because I also want to see how is Giannis responding his knee, right after that game 1. I mean, he was doubtful, then he was listed as questionable, then he starts and plays 30 something minutes. How that was a quick upgrade in a short span of time. How is your knee going to react to that a day later? And then also once this game is over on the flight back, how does your knee react to that? Because those are all the things that typically can mess a knee up, man, can increase the swelling in it and things like that. And that's what he was dealing with because of the hyperextension. So that's going to be interesting. But while we're on the topic of Giannis, man, shout out to Giannis because after the game, did you see what he was wearing, bro?
I didn't.
He had on the homie no lag.
Did he?
Jared, he had his no lag shirt. I posted it on my IGs to my story. But yeah, dude, he goes to the press conference with the no lag shirt. I'm like, yo, like it was dope to see that, man.
Oh, that's good because I know he wears his stuff, and I know Jared got connected with him way back whenever he was first starting out.
He said it was like at IMG or something like that when they got linked up, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's wearing it in probably like the most high profile,
seriously, man,
stage.
When I saw it, I was like, yo, and I'm like in and out of it, from whatever was going on. But I was like, oh, no lag. Let me hit him up. It's like midnight, don't matter.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a vibe, man. So it was definitely dope to see that, though, man.
I gotta check that out then.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. He had
one of the ones where it just says no lack on it, not one of like the hoodies
hold on, man. I got it on my phone actually. Y'all see how professional we are today, man. We just in here just kicking it back.
Yeah. Because I know
bro.
Oh yeah. That's great.
I would try to share. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that or not, but man, this is the picture of Giannis post game with the no lag shirt on, man. Because that we're big supporters of no lag. He's his name is not no lag. His name is Jared. Company's called no lag, but he's the reason for us even being together, us even meeting. Yeah. So anytime we see him and it's something cool like that, we always like to show him a little bit of love right there, man. So yeah, shout out to him, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it was a vibe though, man. Shout out. It was definitely a vibe, man. So how you think it goes though, man? So I think I got Bucks winning game 2. Who do you have?
Oh wow.
Because we're not gonna be on. We'll be on after the fact.
Yeah. Game 2. Wow. I could see it going either way, man.
Seriously, really? Right?
I'm gonna say Suns. Say Suns. I think there's something weird about this Bucks team that they're not able to get it done. Okay. I think this is destiny for Chris Paul.
No, I agree. I think Suns win it. I just don't think they sweep them. That's my big thing.
I get you. Maybe Bucks get one back at home is what I'm thinking. 1 or 2.
Got you. See, I feel like when they go to Milwaukee, it's more so just the precedence. The funeral's already been arranged.
Yeah,
that's how I see it, man.
My heart wants to say the Bucks just because I want a longer series.
Yeah.
Giannis is wearing the no lack.
Hey,
I'd like to see him step up, go further in the playoffs. Maybe he could wear more no lack shirts, but sometimes you got to go against the heart, man. Sometimes
all I know is this though, man.
I think it's gonna be the Suns.
You saying Suns? My man Frank K. Frank K said, remember he was gonna bet $2,000 on the Suns, in this Clippers series, right, to close them out. He said that he might need to put $1,000 on the Bucks +6 next
this
game.
dude has no affinity for any team.
Oh my God, where's the loyalty?
Doesn't care.
He doesn't care. I love this. reckless abandonment.
That's probably the best way to bet, though.
That's how you have to do it, man. If you're gonna bet, that's how you do it, man. I can't wait till we start having like promo codes and getting back in our bet game, man. Right now it's the off season for our bet sponsors, so we can't really be hyping them up. But we still got love for a certain group out here. But that's for another day. But yeah, man, 1K, Bucks +6. Ooh.
You said it. You said Bucks, right?
Yeah.
So that's on you.
I don't like the +6.
Oh, you'd rather be like +8 or 9 then, obviously.
I want a little bit.
+6 isn't enough. You just said they're winning outright though, right?
I mean, I said that, but I also said that I could easily see the Suns winning it as well, man. I'm banking this on Devin Booker declining. I'm banking this on CP3 and DeAndre and all 3 of those guys not going for 25+. And a collective, 5 turnovers between the 3 of those guys? Like, they played great basketball, great team ball. I hope it happens again for Chris Paul. He seems laser focused. Have you seen him in the press conferences? I'm so accustomed to LeBron James being in the press conferences that I kind of forgot the seriousness of NBA Finals, right? Because you think about LeBron, because, he went to 10 straight? he became super comfortable. Like, he would talk in the NBA Finals press conference no different than if it was a regular season game. Remember the down 3-1 versus the Golden State Warriors? Like, it was just basketball. I'm chilling. But you look at CP3, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker is totally different. Them dudes are locked in like, yo, this is one game. That's all that matters. We got to get this next one. It was just one game. That's all. I don't know anything else. And he's like, yo, God, dog, like, smile, man. That's all right. Nah. Like, Chris Paul, you just won your first NBA Finals game. Like, smile. It was cool, but I'm ready for the next game. I'm like, dog. But with Bron, because, you know, he's been there so many times, it's way different. So for me, I was like, man, this is a cool little experience for me right here, man.
Yeah, got to be locked in.
Yes,
got to be locked in. Don't blame him.